Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Unboxed God, where we detox from religion and discover the God who refuses to fit in inside the boxes we were given. I'm Tolu Sarah Jensen, and here we explore who God really is beyond fear, beyond formulas, and beyond everything we were taught to perform. If you're hungry for a real relationship with Him, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. So, still on book 6, now going to chapter 3, which is obedience that flows from love. You're no longer a slave, you are a beloved child. That is a massive transition. When you are able to stop slaving away and you can obey from love, from ease, from within Him. Because for a lot of us, for me, a long time ago, obedience meant fear. If you don't do it, you're doomed. Fear of punishment, fear of disappointing God, fear of losing His love. So, religion turned obedience into survival strategy. But now, something profound has shifted. You and I obey God, not because I'm terrified, because I am not terrified of Him. He's my Papa. Why should I be? I revere Him. I honor Him. I love Him. But I'm not terrified of Him. So, I obey because I finally believe He's my Papa. And I know He will never walk away. I asked Him recently, I said, Papa, are you going to see me through with tears in my face? Promise me you'll bring me up. Promise you will stay with me. Because he said, Tolu, you can choose to stay or you can choose to come. And I said, I will stay. There's still more work to be done. A lot of people need to be educated about God. God is not this hard. Why make it so hard? Our life is already hard on this earth. Then religion even complicates it more. Religion exacerbates it more. Whereas religion should be a relief. Going to Papa should be where you distress. It's where you know that you can come with everything within you. But when you go to Him with fear, of course you're not going to open up. Because fear will say, do what they say or else. And then love is saying, whatever you ask, I'm already yours. Because when you look at it, looking back now, when I was in religion, my obedience was transactional. Because I felt if I do good, God will bless me. If I fail, God will be angry. You know those kind of mindset? But in relationship, obedience is a response. You love Him so well because you trust Him with your yes. You trust Him with your life. I'll follow you because you lead me to life. It's leading me every day to life. The life I couldn't find in religion. It leads me every blessed day to life. And when a child knows they are cherished, love becomes their instinct. They want to stay close. They want to please the one who delights in them. Not to earn love, but because they have it. And that's what Papa always wanted. Obedience is not a proof of love. It's a fruit. It should be the fruit of love. Obedience should never be proof of love. It should always be the fruit of love. And you can ask me, Tolu, what love-based obedience look like to you now? It looks like no forcing. I want to do His will. No dread, no fear. I feel safe with His instructions. No pressure. I am not performing. No henny. I'm not trying to qualify because I'm already qualified. No competition. I'm not comparing my calling or holiness. I obey not to impress God, but to walk with God. Like Adam in the cool of the day. Like a friend who says, where you go, I go. That's my song. Because religion, all it created in me was a slave. And the Father is now raising me as His daughter. Religion used to tell me, obey or you will regret it. And love is just saying, trust me. I'm leading you somewhere beautiful. And He always does. He has led me to a beautiful place that I never imagined. From grief to this, there was no connection. But I trusted Him in these last 2 years. I've trusted the journey. I've allowed Him to take the lead. And I follow. So the old religion that used to tell me do better, now love is saying walk with me. Slavery demands. Son responds. A daughter responds. Slavery fears. A son trusts. A daughter trusts. Slavery hides mistake. Son runs home. You don't need to hide it. You obey not to avoid punishment, but because you're already being embraced. And there needs to be a moment, a quiet and beautiful, unforgettable, when you realize you're no longer resisting Him. You are relieved He's leading you. That's my story now. His commandment will no longer feel heavy. His voice will no longer feel intrusive. His ways will no longer feel restrictive. You just see Him in a new light. Because you remember what Jesus said. He said, if you love me, you will keep my commandment. And when you obey my commandment, I will love you. And the Father will love you. And I will manifest myself to you. These core instructions appear 9 times through the Apostle John's writing, emphasizing that loving Jesus requires obedience, but obedience in love. And obedience creates a deeper intimacy with Him. Because the more you obey, the more you follow the leading of the Holy Spirit, the more it's leading you to a closer intimacy, because you're able to open up and you're able to know Him in a different way. So all of these chapters, they are all intertwined together. They all depend on each other. You communicate, you obey, all of these are linked together. And immediately you start tapping into this obedience. Surrendering becomes so easy, and obedience becomes a leading. Obedience becomes something that fires your growth. Yes, that's been my experience. And now for me, if you ask me what is true obedience now, I'll say it requires selflessness. Selflessness, a radical one. That is based on His love. Yes, it's based on His love. And I will continually love this Papa. I will continually serve. I will continually obey. I will continually extend obedience to people around me as He has led me to feed the hungry, to care for the brokenhearted, to help the lonely. I need to be His hands, His voice to people around me. And this obedience has been a beautiful experience for me. Because now they feel like peace. They feel like obedience, feel like protection. It feels like a purpose to me. It feels like home. Because His will becomes my joy. Because His heart became my safe place. So, Papa is telling you, my child, I never asked you to serve me out of fear. I wanted conversations, not command. Partnership, not pressure. A friendship that chooses me, not a slavery that fears me. So, every yes you give me, I treasure it as a secret gift only love could give. Love, Papa. Welcome to intimacy, which I've been enjoying. Welcome. Obedience is no longer a desperate attempt to stay loved. It is now your love responding because you know you already are. I hope you've been blessed by this chapter. See you in chapter 4. God bless.